Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Moore. I'm a voice coach in New York City and I am the founder of Getting More. So I teach here in New York City in person and I also teach virtually. But I also want to create as many free resources as I can for people who may not have ever had a voice lesson before and want to kind of see how it works. And also to give resources for students of mine who I am currently working with or have previously worked with who want to continue the work that we were doing in lessons. So here on my page you will find two vocal warm-up tracks. There are for low voices and for high voices. Now some of them overlap in vocal exercises and some of them are different. So give them a listen and try out some of the exercises. Of course the lower voices will be in a lower register, so feel free to start those exercises when they get a little bit higher, and vice versa with the higher voices, start at the lower end. Or go to the octave lower or the octave higher. So before we get into some of these exercises today, I encourage you to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Getting More Coaching. I will be making sure to update any info about lessons, also just tips that you can find on this YouTube channel, but also even more on those other social media channels as well. So make sure to give those a follow. So thank you in advance. Now these vocal warm-up tracks are just audio. You will not be seeing my face teaching you these exercises. So I thought that it would be very helpful if I came on and made a video going through some of the exercises and things to think about, especially with the vowel placement and exactly what part of our voice we're focusing on. That will help you with some of these exercises, especially for my beginners and people who may not have heard these warm-ups ever before. Okay, first exercise, we're going to be talking about the lip trill. Lip trills come easily for some people and not so easy for others. So in my warm-ups, when I usually start with the lip trill, you can either decide to do a lip trill, you could do a hum, or you can do a raspberry, which is it's actually very good to relax the bottom of your tongue. Okay, here's a trick with the lip trill. So I want you to think about pushing the air to hit behind your lips. So keeping it pretty close to the front of your face. What I don't want is to push too much air to try to get the lips to come together, because what ends up happening is there's so much pressure being pushed out that the lips don't get to consistently touch, which is the goal for lip trills. It's all about consistent airflow. That is the goal. So thinking, maybe pull back on the air a little bit and thinking some nice consistent airflow. Should be pretty even. So this lip trill exercise goes like this. Nice and easy. Or on a hum. The goal of the lip trill and the hum is to think very rounded on the inside of your mouth. What I mean by that is think as if you're making an ooh on the inside of your mouth. What that will do is create a lot more space and you'll be able to hear yourself a little bit better. If we flatten it too much, it gets a little tight. So when we go a little bit higher or a little lower, it might get a little harder to hit those notes. So tip for you, think the ooh on the inside of your mouth when you're doing lip trills or hums. Okay, try it with me. Here we go. Good, one more. Good. So this exercise, I really want to encourage you to add a little bit more physicality to it. So this is to wake up your diaphragm. Now your diaphragm, one way to find that, I like to do this exercise because I grew up doing karate. So if you make a little like karate chop, ha, 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 you should feel a little bounce in your stomach. Ha, ha, ha. That is your diaphragm bouncing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Your diaphragm is like the shape of the top of a mushroom head. It flattens to create more space for your lungs to fill with air. So we really want to awaken the diaphragm because that muscle is really important for breath support. What I want you to do is put your hand on your diaphragm and you're going to feel this bounce in your diaphragm a bit. So this exercise. Another analogy is feeling like you have a paddle ball and your diaphragm is bouncing like the paddle ball. Let's try it together. Here we go. exercise we're going to work on is our zooey, 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 zooey exercise. So say zooey for me. Zooey. The goal of the zooey exercise is to make both of these vowels, oo and e, very, very rounded. So what I don't want is zooey. We're not going to do a flat zooey. She's not here for that. We are making very, very rounded zooey. We are going to be very like Italian. Zooey. Mamma mia. I'm not going to do this exercise in an accent. Zooey. I want to keep it rounded the whole time, and this is really going to help us create space for those higher notes. So in our head voice or falsetto. So let's start a little bit higher on this one. So let's start about here. So we're going to go zooey, 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 zooey. So all of this is very ooh. So let's try it together. Zooey, 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 zooey. One more. Next exercise is our May I Come In exercise. So the goal of this is to wake up our speech mix, and in the title of what that is, you have to speak the words before you do these exercises. This is going to make sure that we are as pure in our speech as we can for these very, very mixy sounds. So before we start, just say, may I come in? May I come in? Play with pitch. May I come in? The may I come in exercise. Let's start about here. So we're gonna go. May I come in? Say that for me. Good, very bouncy. May I come in? Keep going. In the vocal warm-up track, you will hear a change in phrasing. May I come in? Oh, no, you don't. Oh, yes, I will. These are all to make sure that we're really keeping with that speech-like pattern, and playing around with different phrases is very helpful with that. Another way to do this exercise is making it a lot more swoopy. And what I like to do is add a little bit of a cry on the top, just like this. May I come in? Just like that. May I come in? Yeah. May I come in? Here we go. Oh no you don't. Oh no you don't. Okay, we have 2 more exercises to go through. So next exercise, we're going to work on our chest voice. So a way to find our chest voice is feeling the vibration actually in our chest. So a way to do that, we're going to say no, no way. No, no way in our lower register. So we should feel some vibration in our chest. No, no way. So this exercise goes, no, no way, no way. Try that for me. Work our way down. Really feel that vibration. Okay, final exercise tip. So this is for our ya 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 exercise. Ya 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 4 times. So it goes like this. Ya 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 ya. Nice big jump. Ya 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 ya. So the goal of this is to not move our jaw too much. So when we think of ya 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 ya, we think crazy movement with our jaw. So what I want to focus on is more movement of the tongue and slight movement of the jaw. So we really want to feel that release of that ya 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 ya. Let's try it together. Here we go. Ya 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 ya. Good. One more. Nice. So now that you get used to the movement of the tongue rather than the jaw moving, you should feel a lot more relaxed for that exercise, and it'll be much easier for you to then jump between registers as you go up and as you go down. So if you enjoyed learning more about these vocal exercises and want to dive deeper into your own voice journey, I highly recommend you look into working with Getting More in private lessons. So you can learn more about lessons on my website at gettingmore.com, and be sure to follow my Instagram and TikTok at gettingmorecoaching. So those pages will all have more information about lessons, testimonial pieces, and also just general tips for you to continue on growing your voice. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you again soon.